Hello, Rama Pupodu. Hope all are in good health, feeling great, wonderful, having a happy and peaceful life. Now let's continue with devotee Nagalashmi. Some women devotees stayed at Echama's house too. On one occasion, when my mother herself was very young, a young woman and her parents came to our house. This woman was 19, around the same age as my mother. She had tragically lost her husband at that tender age. My mother and she became good friends. One day, both of them went to the ashram pool for a bath. After bathing, the young woman wore what my mother thought was a beautiful sari. My mother said appreciatively, "Your sari is very beautiful." It was a genuine compliment and nothing more. However, when the young woman went back, she sent a parcel addressed to my mother. The parcel had two such saris. In those days, everything that came by post, even if addressed to individual devotees, was handed over to Bhagavan. Bhagavan in turn would distribute them to the devotees who would accept them gratefully as prasad. That afternoon, when Bhagavan walked into the kitchen, he looked very stern. When my mother prostrated before him, he said, "We have come to live in the ashram. We should be content with what we have. Many wealthy people will visit the ashram wearing expensive clothes and jewelry. We should not be taken in by such glamour. When we see them wearing these things, we should get the feeling that we ourselves are wearing them. Leading a state of no desire is the best way to live here. Then one can live without being disturbed by external additions, subtractions, attractions, and distractions. Be content. Never aspire for that which is not yours." Heartbroken, my mother started crying. The woman cooks sided with her and pleaded with Bhagavan. Nagu is not at fault. She did not ask for the saris. They sent them of their own accord. Bhagavan, she is crying. Bhagavan then turned to my mother and said, "It is all right. It has been said for your own good." All her life, my mother remembered this teaching and imparted it to us too. Such were the directives given in the kitchen by Bhagavan. My mother was attending to her husband, bringing up her children, and also looking after people who came home. Yet she was attuned to Bhagavan's teachings. Although her body and mind were attending to her worldly duties, her heart was always tuned to Bhagavan. This was the attitude of my mother, and senior devotees like Kanagambal and Kunjuswami vouchsafed this. That's all, folks. Let's continue in the next chapter. Thank you. Bye bye. Rama Pupodu.